In my home state of West Virginia, you'll find a unique free camping paradise. Allow me to elaborate. We share the best camping locations in the USA.
Hi guys, we hope you enjoy the video.
Check out our RV and camping related gear at our Amazon storefront. Link in video description.
In my home state of West Virginia, you'll find a unique free camping paradise, unparalleled by any other state on the East Coast of the United States. And the free camping areas that I'm going to show you in this video are accessible by recreational vehicles. Each camping location provides unique, stunning scenery and a natural camping experience you'll only find in wild, wonderful West Virginia. Right now, I'm going to take you on the ground and show you these free camping locations, all located in West Virginia. On the back side, I'll provide you a map overview and additional information on each camping location. Let's go.
Okay, we're at the Lower Gandy Dispersed Camping Area in the Monongahela National Forest. You can see there's quite a few campers here. It's 14 days free camping. This is a lesser known free camping area in West Virginia. In fact, if you look at the Forest Service map, both online and the hard copy Forest Service map, this area is not even on there. So it's a lesser known camping area, free camping area here in West Virginia. So let's take a look around. Boy, this river is gorgeous today. Glady Fork of the Cheat River at Shavers Mountain. So let's continue. We'll walk down here and see what kind of campsites we have along the river. Here's another view of the river. And you can see that's a part of the dispersed camping area. You got a fifth wheel up in there. A couple travel trailers. Got another one back in here. People enjoying the day here in the Monongahela National Forest. There's some more great sights down the stream here. Let's go check them out. And here's an empty dispersed camping site. Got a fire pit. Got a little walkway down to the river there. You got plenty of room for a rig. Gives you an idea of what you're looking at. Here's another section of the Lower Glady Dispersed Camping Area. Okay, so this was the first set of the dispersed camping here in the Lower Glady Dispersed Camping Area. It's all 14-day free camping. Just talked to a mother-daughter team. They've been coming here for years. Tell me the river's stocked with trout. Might explain why they're so busy. Okay, here's another dispersed camping site. This one's pretty long. and the clearance is okay. You could probably get a fifth wheel in there. I had looked a couple years ago, and I think this is one of the sites I had selected. Because if you go down further down and you're on your way back, you could just back the fifth wheel in here. Wouldn't have any problem. Got a fire ring. You can, I'm about maybe 15 feet off the road with the truck, and then you got all this left. So yeah, you could get a big rig in there. Okay, here's another set of dispersed campsites. Wow, that is pretty. Got a little split right there, and there's the river. That's gorgeous. I believe there's more campsites further down, so let's go check them out. That'd be a nice place to put your tent. Got a little trail that goes back to the river. Park your vehicle beyond the rocks there. And let's take a walk up here. This one off to the left is a single back end. Fire ring back in the corner there. Here's your. So it looks like we got 1, 2, 3 camping spots in this one circle right here. You see that sign that says LG 14? It out. That whole half moon there where my truck is that campsite. And then the fire ring is just on the other side of that, my truck. So that leads me to believe, I'll count them on the way out, but that leads me to believe there's at least 14 designated dispersed camping sites within this dispersed camping area. I have arrived at the Little River Dispersed Camping Area in the Monongahela National Forest, West Virginia, just north of Durban. Pretty. A little tributary going into the river down here. In fact, here's the river right down here. Wow. Wow. Look at this. Free 14-day camping. Dispersed camping in the National Forest. Wow. This takes my breath away. Can you see the snow coming down? Second week of May in Pocahontas County, West Virginia. Wow. Really something. All right, let's go find out what else is here. Okay, I'm still heading north on Forest Road 17 in the Little River Dispersed Camping area. And I spotted this campsite over here. Go check it out. It's got a little bit of a slant to it. Nice campfire ring. You got another campfire ring down here. All right, let's take a drive up the road and see what else is here. Okay, it looks like we have a camper on the left and on the right. Little creek coming down off the hill. All right, I'll chime back in when get to another site. Here's a nice camping spot right by the river. Right on the other side of that bridge. Whoa, that's a deep swimming hole there. It's the campsite off the road. You got a campfire ring over here. Boy, on a hot summer day, tell me that wouldn't feel good. Okay. These campsites are all up and down the road. You get a real knockout one, I'll stop again. But this gives you an idea what you're looking at. And, but this is one massive sweet site. This is level. You could get any size rig in here. It's just, do you want to bring a big rig down some of these narrow roads? That's the question. But this is a huge site. Take a look at this site. You can hear the river rolling. Nice campfire ring there, semicircle. That's a look back at the campsite. Okay, that way's heading, continuing to head north on Forest Route 17, following the Little River. This is a campsite I just pulled into. This first campsite. Yeah, that's a nice campsite. Yep, you can get a rig level in there. Let's take a walk down in here. You got the fire ring right here. Got the river right down here. Oh, look at this. Another fire pit down in the woods. That's a nice one. That's sweet. You got the river right there. Let's take a walk. That's upstream. And there's downstream. Looks like there's a little trail that follows the stream. And there's the fire pit in the woods. Campsite's up on the hill. Up on a little grade there, and forest roads right by my truck. Yeah, give you an idea of what you're looking at. You come out to the Little River dispersed camping area in the Monongahela National Forest, West Virginia. 14 days free camping.
Folks, I'm able to create videos like this because I've visited over 1,000 free and affordable camping locations from coast to coast. Our channel is all about free and affordable RV camping. If you like this type of content, pound the like button and make Melody happy.
This is the Gandy Creek dispersed camping area in the Monongahela National Forest. Let's check this out. Looks like we have a campsite right on the other side of the dispersed camping area sign, so let's go check it out. That's a pretty good size dispersed camping site. Creek's running right back there. Wow, that's pretty nice. Pretty cool. Let's go down the road and see what else is here. Okay, that's the direction I just came from. That's County Route 29, heading north. We were heading south. You can hear all the water running. This is a pretty sizable campsite here. Right off the county road. Nice fire ring. Yeah, better lock the truck, don't know how far I'm going. Take a walk back in here. Yeah, that's what the campsite looks like. This vantage point. Nice campsite. Level. You have a second fire ring here in the woods. Looks like we have a tributary to Gandy Creek. Coming down here and then joining up with Gandy Creek. So, you know, in addition to the dispersed camping in the National Forest, you also have this network of hiking trails. I wouldn't think you would have to bushwhack these trails because these are very popular trails. Seneca Creek is one of the top hikes in West Virginia. So those trails are going to be worn. Like I said, my son and I are going to backpack, spend the night in the backcountry. Probably this month sometime if the lousy weather breaks. Sure doesn't feel like spring today with snow on the ground. But that's Gandy Creek. I guess they do stock it with trout. There's the trailhead back there. This is upstream. Okay, well this is yet another campsite at the Gandy Creek dispersed camping area in the Monongahela National Forest. Days free camping. All are welcome. Look at that. That's awesome. This was a good recon today. That's a nice little seat there. You got a campfire ring, some sitting blocks, gorgeous view, rushing water, hiking trails, fishing if you're into fish and trout. There's just so many dispersed camping areas, I stopped counting them. Here's another one. Let's take a walk back in here. So you park your vehicle back there. You got a nice campsite right here by the water. Okay, up there is where I just came from. Here's a dispersed camping site right across from me. People are out there, so I don't want to invade their privacy, but there's a sign up here. It says Taylor Run Camping Area. Let's walk up in there and see what's going on. Well, you got a Seneca Creek backcountry sign leading up to it. See what's back up in here. It looks pretty flat. Yeah, this is pretty. Yeah, I'd figured you'd want to see a little bit of this. Past a second footbridge that crosses the creek. There's another. Oh, wow. Yeah, that one's pretty spectacular. Let's go check this one out. Yeah, you would think that you know, you see one campsite, you've seen them all, but man, these are really gorgeous campsites. Look at that. See the snow? Snow's coming down. Wow. That's what I'm talking about. Well, that sure beats the heck out of the Calm app, doesn't it? Nothing like the real thing. Okay, well, I just entered the Monongahela National Forest. I'm heading south on US Route 250, and we're heading toward the Stone Call dispersed camping area this morning.
In 500 feet, slide left on Shavers Ford.
22 degrees out. Well, we've arrived at the Stone Cold Dispersed Camping Area in the Monongahela National Forest. Okay, it says camping limit 14 days. Surely didn't expect this for the second week of May. There's a campsite right in front of us. Got a picnic table. I can definitely get my 38-foot fifth wheel in there. There's another big camping area off to the left. Semicircle, we'll take a look at that. We have a vault toilet off to the right.
You have arrived at your destination. On the right side, Public Road 46, Huntsville, Randolph, WV.
Let's go in here. See what we got here. This site. Okay, that's the direction we were heading, and that's that campsite I just pulled into. Right up in here is the trail marker for Stone Cold Trail. This dispersed camping site is marked here. It's campsite 7. Okay, this says no camping at this little half moon right here, but I want to take you for a walk up the road and take a look at those couple campsites we just passed up. That's that little half moon I pulled in. There's the river. The snow is coming down. 28 degrees, and it's like 9:30 in the morning. No camping at this little half moon here. Take a little walk up the road, show you those campsites. Got their generator going. And got a picnic table back there, fire ring. River's right behind there. I think that's a great site. Site number 10. Some early spring camping surely would surprise you. Look at that snow on these ponds. I gotta say, I've been to quite a few dispersed camping areas in my home state of West Virginia, here in the Monongahela National Forest. And so far, this has been like the best one. Easy access off of US Route 250. Oh yeah, let's see what kind of site we got here. This is site number 8. Got a nice fire going there. Hi. The con gentleman's letting me take a photograph here. This is a sweet campsite he's got. Look at that river. My goodness. Stone Cold Dispersed Camping Area, Monongahela National Forest. Who'd have ever thought?
Folks, on your screen, you're looking at my personal camping map. This is part of Google Maps. And but first, I want to tell you a few things about my home state of West Virginia pertaining to the camping that I showed you in this video. West Virginia is a sparsely populated state. The population's far less than any of our surrounding states. And that, coupled with the fact that we have the National Radio Astronomy Observatory in the eastern part of the state, near Greenbank, West Virginia, presents some challenges for cellular service in the state. In fact, if you were to look on any of your cellular carrier maps, coverage maps for the eastern part of West Virginia, you're going to see this big blacked out area in the eastern part of the state. And that is because of that National Radio Astronomy Observatory. All 4 of the camping locations I showed you in this video, there is no cell service, not a lick. there's pluses and minuses to that, especially if you have children. If you want to disengage and unplug from your cell phones and from your iPads and whatever else you're getting on and surfing on the real web for, you're going to be out there camping, you're going to be out there outdoors, and you're going to be unplugged. And because West Virginia also has a lot of tree coverage, even if you had satellite for internet, chances are you're not going to have a clear shot at the sky, at least in any of these 4 areas. With very little exception, maybe you'll find a few spots where you could get satellite coverage. I don't have satellite myself, so I've never tested it out. But that's something you need to be aware of. The cellular coverage issue being set aside, there is another issue you need to be aware of. And some of the roads here in West Virginia are fairly narrow, especially getting to these 4 camping areas. About the best access would be at the Stone Coal Dispersed Camping Area. That's right off of US Route 250, and you can get a big rig out there. And that happens to be one of the sites where they do have a turnaround clear at the end of the camping area. So I would feel more comfortable about taking my 5th wheel out the Stone Coal Dispersed Camping Area. I no longer have a 38-foot 5th wheel. You may have heard me maybe several times in the video refer to my old 5th wheel. We have a shorter, lighter 5th wheel now. It's 29 feet long. And part of the reason is it'll get us into some of these campsites where a smaller camping configuration would be more conducive. For all 4 of these sites, I'd say you'd be pretty safe with a camping configuration that's less than 30 feet long, i.e. if you have a travel trailer, it's less than 30 feet long. If you have a 5th wheel, it's less than 30 feet long. And there's multiple reasons for that, but the smaller the better. This is not really big rig friendly territory. And so there's a couple things I'm going to show you. And oh, by the way, if you're a tent camper, I have a lot of places you can go in West Virginia, but we'll talk about that here in just a second. The first thing I want to show you is on my camping map. Let's zoom in on Elkins, West Virginia. And this Stewart Recreation Area, this is a National Forest campground in the Monongahela National Forest. It does have good cell service. Cell service is coming out of Elkins. You're right on the outskirts of Elkins. And you're also on the, you just had entered the Monongahela National Forest. And you can get to a lot of these places to check them out from this Stewart Recreation Area. So if you want to set up base camp at Stewart Recreation Area, and that is big rig friendly, you can find a site in there. I'll accommodate a big rig. I'll camp there with my my 38-foot Cougar 5th wheel. We like that camping area. The area is scenic, lots to see and do. But I just want to point that out to you. Stewart Recreation Area. All federal recreation areas in West Virginia are not alike. In fact, this is one of the few federal recreation areas that has electric and cellular service. There are other recreations areas that you can go to include Seneca Shadows and another in the eastern part of the state, and you won't have cell service. So food for thought there. That's why I'm recommending Stewart Recreation Area. There's another camping opportunity that I want to point out for folks that want to visit West Virginia and you want to have cell service. This campground right here is a private campground. It's a very highly rated campground. You can go on Compendium, Marlington Creek and Trail Campground. And what makes this area nice is even though you are in that general Greenbank area, they do have cell service in Marlington. They must have adjusted the range of the cell service because it's like as soon as you get out of the town limits, you lose cell service. So, but you do have good cell service in Marlington. Lots to see and do in this part of West Virginia. You have Watauga State Park. You have a Droop Mountain Battlefield. You have Bear Rock State Park. Those latter two state parks do not have camping, by the way, but they are very scenic parks and worth checking out in West Virginia. there's this scenic loop. See this 150? There's a scenic loop here. In the center of this loop is a campground. It's called T Creek Campground. If you want to see black bear in West Virginia, you can camp there for a very reasonable rate. It's dry camping. That is big rig accessible down there in T Creek Campground. No cell service, but Melody and I have camped there, and black bear, come right down into the campground. Probably because they have an apple tree in that campground. So if you're camping there in the summertime, yeah, black bear, folks. And there's lots of hiking in that area. This is an extremely scenic part of our state. So this is something I just wanted to share with you. I have a playlist on West Virginia that covers dozens of free and affordable camping locations, as well as scenic things to see and do in my home state of West Virginia. And in that playlist, you're going to find the 4 individual videos on each of the camping locations that I covered within this overview video. So, and the grid coordinates for all those camping locations are in the written video description on YouTube for those respective individual videos. So with that, you can click on the playlist right here for West Virginia, and you'll see the dozens of videos I just talked about. Thanks for watching, folks.